teammate. Bad boy. Came out there, but played in the league a long time. DB, talk to him about it. You go.
Appreciate it. Adaption. Adaption is one of the key ingredients that we have as human beings. The ability to adapt. If it's raining, umbrella. Cold. Some people like cold. They don't have to put on jackets and stuff. But I put on the jacket. Toboggan. You all are showing the ability to adapt today. Now, how will you adapt? How will you go back to practice? You're developing. This is crucial for you. A crucial period. Training camp. They call it training camp, but y'all ain't training camp, man. This ain't no training camp. Y'all know better. 4-day practices is what we went through. Two in pads. 1 special teams practice and another walkthrough. 4 days. We had that for 1 week when I was here at East Carolina. Training camp is where you develop your game. Now, yes, you continue to develop as the year progresses. You don't ever stop developing. You don't ever feel like you got it. You can't. Because that cycle is coming. Just like you all cycled into this and will cycle out. Somebody's coming. Just like I cycled in. Just like Ruff cycled in. Somebody's coming. So you need to develop every day. Continually. Not just on the football field. Football is what you're going to play football. Especially if you go with what Coach Ruff is teaching you, what he's asking you. Being the type of person, the type of player, the type of man that he's asking you to be. It's easy to get sidetracked. Other people got other things that they like for you to get involved with. Yeah, you can have your fun. I did. I was blessed too. I did some shiggity I ain't had no business doing, but I was blessed and I learned from it. Some of you might be on the edge. Some of you might be tipping when you know you shouldn't be. Get it right. Because what you're going to figure out, what you will figure out later in life is that you should have been doing something else. Don't have regret. Have intent. Intent. Intent on doing something. What is your intention today? When you go into a meeting, what is your intention? What are your intentions? Is it just to get through the meeting? When you go out to practice, what are your intentions? What are you desiring to be? What do you love most? What kind of player do you want to be? Do you just want to get by? I mean, if you go out there and just get through practice, then that's what you're going to get on game day. Even in walkthroughs, fellas, have intentions. Even when you guys holding the bags, have some intentions about what you're trying. Because you need to be getting something out of it too. It's learning. It's experience. It's learning. Then you got to teach. There's somebody that's going to need you to come alongside of them. This year, anybody know who Brandon Bosick is? Brandon Bosick. Seattle. Green Bay game. Late in the game. Onside kick. He went for the ball. Now, his assignment was to go block somebody so the guy behind him could get the ball. There's a lesson in there, too. Do what you're supposed to be doing. What you're told to do, you do. Do your assignment. I'll give you one other thing. The more disciplined you are, the more you have your foundation, your good base, and you are disciplined with your foundation and your base, your basics, the better player you'll be later in the game. The more disciplined you are, you'll be able to make the plays later in the game. When other guys are falling off later in the season, when other guys are getting tired, the more disciplined you are, the better you will be. Brandon wasn't disciplined, so he made the mistake. So the blame game got him. Everybody said it was his fault that he lost the game. Now, I dealt with fumbling the ball in Denver, an AFC Championship game, late in the game. We had battled back in the game. I had 160 yards, total yards, 2 touchdowns, but I'm remembering for the fumble. So I got blamed for losing the game. Totally me, just me. Ain't nobody else played. Whole team, everybody else on the sideline, just me. But I took it. That helped me to become a better coach. Because all my life, that's all I was preparing to be, was a coach. It helped me to be a better coach. But when I saw Brendan, and he said he felt like he had the whole world on his shoulders, what do you think I need to do? I need to reach out to him. I need to reach out. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you this story because I'm going back, because you go through your experiences, you learn, you grow, then you teach. That's a requirement. That's the cycle. That's what I'll ask you all to do. Now, you're in school. Nobody else is here. It's time for you. You can focus now. You can put all you got into developing your game, into developing what you want to be. Whatever your role is, like Ruff was saying today, developing that role, developing yourself within that role. If you go to the league, great, but still come back and get your paper, because you're going to need that paper. It's better to have the paper and not need it than need it and please get your paper. Wind it down. Experience. Learn. Grow. Teach. Think about team, too, fellas. Think about team. A lot of times it can become a me thing. It should be we. It should be we. It should always be we. Because me, you will get it if you helping the team be the absolute best that it can be. Now, it takes an individual to do the jobs that you're asked to do. Again, that discipline, that focus, those basics. It takes an individual to do all that, but it takes a team to win a championship. If you want to do something great, if you want to be on something great, if you want to go to another level, if you want to have a joy ride, what I call a joy ride. I mean, the ride I went on in Washington in 1991, we won the Super Bowl. We won 10 games in a row. Had no business losing the 11th game. Won another 2. No, won another 3. And then we gave the last one away. We could have been 16-0 if we hadn't lost to Dallas by 1 point. But that ride was magical because it was a team. It was a team-oriented concept. Believe. Believe in East Carolina Pirates. Believe in what this man is asking you to be and do. Because I've been around a lot of coaches. I've been around a bunch of them. Haven't heard a lot of what he's saying come out. Not in the way that he cares about you all. This is an opportunity for y'all to develop yourselves into men. Responsible men. You're going to play football. If you develop yourselves as a man, care about each other, build that team spirit, that chemistry there, hold each other accountable. Somebody got to have ownership. So when the coaches give it to them, they can't cross the line, can they? Who's starting quarterback right now? Huh? They battling. Oh, he can't even raise his hand. Hey, you better battle. Go get him, baby. Go get it. Got some good ones?
Yeah. Throw it, run. All of them throw it, run. They're good students, too.
Who's going to take ownership? Who's going to take what Ruff and the other coaches asking you to do and ask your other players to do the same thing? Who's going to do that? Who's going to be that leader? Who wants to be that? I'm not asking you to raise your hand, but who's going to be that? That's the kind of stuff that will take you to a different level, fellas. Love what you do. Enjoy it. Get your paper. Be accountable. Hold each other accountable. Same shiggity that he been saying, ain't it? Is there anything any different that I said? Feel me. Out there on that field. Out there on that field. Same place. Same place. This is different. Same place. All in love, fellas. Love yourselves enough. Love each other enough to hold accountable and keep building. Keep developing, because it's a process. It's an ongoing process. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop learning. Make sense? Y'all got me?
Yes, sir. I got a question. EB, you old guys get ready to go get out. The young guys, the guys on the end that he talked about. I ain't telling EB nothing to talk about. Me and EB talk. We were talking about life. Cause I was the older one. They came in. Went in the league. Followed him. I remember that game. That Cleveland game. And that boy told that rock. He ain't said nothing about the yardage. And this is what you know, humble. Think about what he said. He ain't talk about the thousands of yards he gained here. 1,000 yards he gained up there. That Washington, you ain't talking about 91? You had the big hole in front of you?
Yeah, baby.
There's a big boy.
Yes, sir.
Who had the hole in his nose? Run that thing.
Please run it.
About what he did. He talked about them winning a 10 game. I ain't told him nothing. We talked about it here. This is somebody who did it here. Shoot the same dirt. He's a pirate. He talk crazy to you. That's a pirate who ran. Huh? Yes, sir. He shoot the same dirt just like I did. Just like y'all doing. He went to the next level. And coached at the next level. Not just played. When I got him playing, coached. Those 6 to 8 guys you talked about. 6 to 8 guys. Been out 6 years. Been out here. Still don't have a degree. Those guys don't have a degree.
No. They don't have it, and they're trying to get jobs in coaching, trying to get job teaching, and they can't. They don't have a degree. They can't touch them. Some of them are blessed enough to go back to their alma maters, and they'll help them. You know, give them an internship or a grad assistant job, and let them work their way. You know, work their way through it that way. But they had opportunities. I was player development. I didn't tell y'all this. I was player development director for the Baltimore Ravens for about 6 years after I finished playing. That's what my heart is. That was what my heart was at that point. But I ended up going to coaching, and there's a whole bunch of those guys who are in the league. They were in the league, and they got it. They went ahead and got the paper. They clicked. When I say they got it, it clicked, and they got the paper. And I get messages on LinkedIn, on Facebook, get texts thanking me for encouraging them. So I'm encouraging y'all, man, because I'm from here. I come back here. I've been here back to East Carolina probably about 6-7 times now. My daughter lives over here. I got a grandbaby, so I'm in town. I'm coming in town, and I love to see you all click, get it.
With player development, EB, what was that about? Your player development. What all would you do with you? They kids, you older than they were.
Yeah.
Like these boys said to me, I want player development. You know, hear me talk all the time.
Yeah.
And you know what we do? We bring in people to talk to them. Mm-hmm. And blessed to have former Pirates come in and talk to them. Some like Tony AC.
Yeah.
Who had it, Super Bowl, and lost everything he had.
Yeah.
Found him, outside. We don't mean after that, just bad off.
Yeah.
And then got his degree, came back.
Mm-hmm.
Harold Randolph. Harold, don't stir about how he went off got locked up, came back now, he got his degree, working on his master's now.
Yeah.
Working on getting ready for a doctorate. Talking about you coming back, that's what it's about, development. A lot of guys in there, they know, I want to get degrees first, and then keep the dream of the lead.
Oh yeah.
But having a degree, that's the power.
Oh yeah.
And we got, raise your hand, guys, how many already graduated? Show me you did that already.
That's cool.
Already graduated.
That's cool.
We got some more to be done by December. By December, how many gonna be graduated?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's been the deal.
Yeah.
Had to change that. But also the league. We got some guys. They got league ability. The talent part, got it. There's some other things to it. When you have player development in NFL, what's some things you did with development to help?
Player development. It was internships. It was going back to school. But for me, also, it was about personal development. I tried to get to know the guys both on and off the field, and I tried to get to know them in as many different avenues as I could. In the weight room, how were they in the weight room? You know, how were they in the meeting room? So I had an opportunity to actually be able to impart and find out what motivated them in such a way to be able to help them. So player development to me was trying to find out what really motivated guys and using that to try to get them to be better people, but then also to go to the next level as a player.
Anybody got any questions for EV? Did y'all learn something? Yes, sir. Coming from somebody that been there. He's been here and he's been there. Our paths been different, but they're the same.
I'll tell you this: if there comes a time where you do have a question, you got to do it here. But if there is a time, Ruff has my number. Ask him for my number. You can text me, call me, get my email address, whatever you want, and I'll get back to you. If I don't answer you right away, know that I will get back to you. Identify yourself. Tell me where we met, or give me this experience, and I'll get back to you. If you say that you're an East Carolina Pirate, I'll get back to you. Guarantee you.
Everybody good? Yes, sir. Any questions?
No questions? No questions?
You thorough, dog. That's
Cool.
wild, though.
Cool.
Give it up, folks.
I'll leave y'all alone.
Good to see you, boy.
Appreciate it, man. Good to see you, too.
Hug that grandbaby.
I will do.
What do you call it? What's your name? My name Papa.
Papa.
You Papa?
I am.